So I got my wedding invitations in the mail today. Super exciting. Except I made a very large mistake.
This bride-to-be's mistake? Accidentally providing a link to PornHub on her wedding invites. Sydney explains how it happened.
So for a placeholder, because we didn't have our website yet, we're not registered anywhere yet, and we hadn't got our engagement pictures back. So we didn't have a website, and so I guess me being funny and myself, I put a placeholder of PornHub.com in instead of our website. And so I just did that, went to studying. We don't have room blocks yet either. So for that placeholder, I put the Super 8 Motel, which I realize isn't really a thing, but you get the gist of what it was.
You can probably see where this is going.
And then I was like, oh, a few days later, my ADHD brain was like, oh, I need to order these. So I went and ordered them and forgot that I had those placeholders. And then they came in the mail and I was like, I forgot I did that.
That's right. She accidentally put the address to adult video streaming service PornHub on the invites and said she blocked off rooms at the Super 8 for her fancy wedding this April.
If you're our guest, I promise I didn't block rooms off at the Super 8 Motel. And if you're my mom, I'm sorry, I will fix it. So I posted that TikTok because I was like, this is funny. That's all I thought was wrong with the invitations. I thought my spell check was on when I did them. Like I said, I was typing, studying, all that. And so apparently every third word probably was misspelled. It was horrible.
So why did Sydney pick PornHub and the Super 8?
I was like, haha, this is funny. I didn't really think much. It was literally the first website that came to mind. I don't know why. I don't know. That's kind of embarrassing, I guess. But I was like, what's the funniest website I can put on here? Just to make myself laugh in this moment by myself in my room. And that was the first one I could think of, and then forgot to change it or just put Google.
Sydney says her parents found the situation comical, but of course, they were just as surprised like everyone else. The bride-to-be said she's trying to actually get in touch with PornHub.
I will admit, sorry, mom and dad and in-laws and whoever else is my family watching this, I did DM them and say hey, sent them my thing, and I was like, hey, if you want to send some honeymoon stuff or sponsor anything, I'm open to it. So maybe after this they will.
Sydney says that people have been asking to come to the wedding after seeing her TikTok.
Because, weddings can be such an event rather than a wedding. So we got a good laugh, and I now know to spell check, and I have hired a planner since. So that will be helpful, and I'm just gonna let her be in charge. I've been trying to be like, hey, the PornHub wedding, do you want, any invitation? People hit me up.
For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Sal Bono.